D&D Pod presents Dawg House.
Magpie, it's the Doc. I want to give you my sincerest fuck you.
Hello.
How we doing?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Good.
Hey, I know that guy.
Hello.
Big hug. Uh-oh.
They celebrate this virus teacher. The time has come to face the reaper. Carolina, Carolina, Carolina reaper. Carolina, Carolina, Carolina reaper. Your lights engulfed in acid rain. To the end, good news of pain. Carolina, Carolina, Carolina reaper. Carolina, Carolina, Carolina reaper. This fire raging in your lungs, 1,000 blades across your tongue. Carolina, Carolina, Carolina reaper. Carolina, Carolina, Carolina reaper. Your mind is filled with such regret, worse than you ever thought it could get. Carolina, Carolina, Carolina reaper. Carolina, Carolina, Carolina reaper. Along your knees, before the reaper. Feel your love force getting weaker. Taste my sun to help the skelter. Fire blasted and the shelter. Carolina, Carolina, Carolina reaper. Carolina, Carolina, Carolina reaper. Carolina, Carolina, Carolina reaper. Carolina, Carolina, Carolina reaper. Give me the milk.
You're in the Dawg House.
The song you just set your...
Fuck you.
All right, let's do it again. Let's do it again. The song
Sorry.
All right. The song that just set your mind on fire was Carolina Reaper by Chub. And joining Doc tonight in the Dawg House is the one and only Chub. So thank you for joining the Doc, guys. And how the hell are you?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
doing
damn
good.
good,
Thanks so much.
Good. So I know I don't have all of Chub, so tell the listeners who Doc is talking to tonight.
Yeah, I'm Carl. I'm the drummer, social media monkey. If you've got an email or a message from me on Instagram, it's probably me. Yeah, I hit stuff with sticks.
And I'm Ben. I'm the vocalist and just do a lot of talking and socializing and people relations, I guess you could call that. And I just like to shout. That's it.
Well, you know what, Kyle, I'm a drummer, so I'll give you thumbs up on that. And Ben,
Hey.
keep on shouting, dude. You know what? Looking at you, bud, and you look like you'd be a good social promotional person because you just got this big grin on your face and you just look so happy. And
That's partly due to the fact I just played a game with my partner, and I just absolutely thrashed her. No, but yeah, because I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here talking to you.
That's awesome. I'm happy you guys are here.
Let's go to the strip club. Come on, let's go to the strip club. Yep, it's time. We're gonna go see them girls shaking their booties.
Chub was born, if I'm not mistaken, in the quiet seaside town of Eastbourne, which kind of seems like an unexpected setting for and I'm going to say this, a rebellious punk band. So tell us how Chub came together and what Eastbourne means to you and your music.
So we all grew up in East Sussex, and Eastbourne, yeah, it's a pretty boring place, to be honest. There's not really a whole bunch to do. It's got one of the highest percentages of OAPs in the entire country. It's got a council that's not really willing to accept that there is a music scene at all. So we are currently doing most of our shows out of a venue under the library called The Box. And then for the first time in ages, we had a gig on the pier the other day, which was absolutely mental. It completely sold out. There was people queuing to get in. But still, like, you try and get anything organised officially with the council, they're like, oh, but the noise. Oh, we're worried that people will complain.
I know what you pinko, heavy metal weirdos do to motel rooms. Read all about it in the Star.
So it's just an uphill battle. And growing up, there really wasn't much to do besides sit in parks and get drunk, or play video games or play music. So here we are. We're in a bit of an interesting situation, though, because Eastbourne is only about half an hour, 45 minutes out from Brighton, which has a massive, super eclectic music scene, and is known for being a very arty, sort of liberal place. So we've definitely been influenced a lot by that being right there. And in the past few years, there's a collective that we're proud to be part of and to work with and have a lot of friends in, called the Eastbourne Music Collective, who have gone out of their way basically to grassroots go and set up more gigs, to get more venues, to get people in touch with each other and set up more bands. And it's been going absolutely crazy, to be honest. And there's so many talented people who come out and see each other and support all the shows. And yeah, that pier show is like 130 capacity, was filled and over. And people just went feral for the whole thing. So yeah, super cool to see. But yeah, growing up, there really wasn't any of that. So we're pretty blessed to have it now.
Well, that sounds like you're finding that niche, and you're also helping create a revolution for people to accept, and for, you know, the people that keep the laws and make the rules around us understand that this isn't a bad thing, you know, and you know, there are ways around that. So, you know, the doc wishes you and all the other bands out there that are trying to kind of get this changed, because I would think it would be phenomenal if that would happen for you guys.
Once I was walking through the park, I had a very bad asthmatic attack. These three asthmatics jumped me.
You are in the Dawg House.
Your debut album and then the festival appearance at the Rebellion was a significant milestone for you guys. Share a little bit of those experiences, and then also tell me, you know, did it help shape your band, your sound, your performances in any way?
Firstly, with the album coming out, I mean, that was definitely a process for all of us. I think, you know, a lot, like, I can't speak for all of the band, but myself, I wasn't hugely happy with what we released in the end. But it was a huge learning experience for us in terms of like music production and everything like that. And it led us to different avenues now, where our singles have been released this year. And we're much, much happier with it because we're working with Bad Habits in Eastbourne, and specifically Jasper Lyons, who's doing the production on our music at the moment. And I think like it was a rocky process when we released the album, but what's come out of that now is like a greater knowledge of what we want our sound to be like, everything like that. So it sucked, but then loads of stuff has come out of it now, where we've got things like Quit and Carolina Reaper, where we're actually getting to a point where we're really happy with our music. So it's a process. But yeah, when it came to playing Rebellion Festival, I mean, that was just awesome. First ever festival we ever played. Everyone was so nice. It was the first time in Blackpool, which is a bit of like it's got a reputation of being a bit of a dead seaside town. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was really funny the whole time. And the music festival there was just like proper crusty, like old school punks, which was fantastic. And it was so nice. And everyone was so welcoming as well. So yeah, and we are planning on playing there next year as well, because we've been announced. So we're not sure what stage we're playing on, but we're coming back next August. So we're super happy about that as well.
That's phenomenal. And the doc said this before, and I'll say it again, that I see the music evolution. It's almost like, I think in a lot of things in life, if you look at the way people dress, it's evolving back to the sounds of the 60s and the 70s and bringing back genres that maybe in the past weren't as popular, but I love punk, I really do. And I think you guys put the sound out that attract the listeners and your fan base. You just told me it was sold out. There were people waiting to get in, wanting to get in. I mean, that's a lot. I don't care if it's 10, 20, 100,000, you sell out a gig. That's something that you guys should pat yourselves on the back about, and be, you guys seem real humble, and I love that. Okay. I don't like arrogant fucks, I like humble, and you guys do, but I also see the enjoyment, when you were talking about playing, I could see Kyle's face, how it changed his expression, because it brought you guys that, and I always say this too, because I've been there.
And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Playing live, there's nothing like that. Nothing. There's no energy, and believe me, I've been in the 70s and 80s and 90s.
You start getting older, shit change. You gotta deal with it. When you young, the only way you can hurt yourself is if you in an accident. You start getting older, you can fuck yourself up, not doing a goddamn thing. You young, you had to hurt yourself to be in accident. You get older, you see your friend, he got a cast on all his ribs and shit. God damn, nigga, did you get in a car accident? Nah, I fucked around and yawned too fast and I caught my body off guard. I wasn't stretching or nothing like that like I should. I just out of nowhere yawned, ripped all of that up right there.
And there's no drug that gives you that high when you come off the stage after playing a set. There just doesn't exist. And so, I know you guys put on a phenomenal, listeners, phenomenal live performance. Okay, so fucking put that in your notes. So Doc's gonna spin a track your way, guys, from Chub. Here's Beer Bong Song.
Beer bong, darling, drink it to the top. Beer bong, feeling in the mood. Beer bong, darling, get it in your gut. Drink, 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 drink. Beer bong, darling, shake down your blood bong. Beer bong, darling, go with it home. Beer bong, darling, do it, better say it. La, 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 la.
That's a good song, guys. I like that one. I like that one.
It always goes down well.
Yo, it's your sister. I just found your stash. Finders keepers, little fuck.
So speaking about, shows and sellout, so, you had sold out shows in Brighton and in a stunning set at the Bloodstock Festival, right?
Yeah.
And so, going back again, you've established a really strong, presence in the music scene. And then also your live performances, how have they enhanced the relationship with your fans and listeners?
Well, one of the things I was going to touch on actually, when you were talking about like the unbeatable experience of a live show, is I just watched an interesting video by a guy called Rick Beato, who some of the listeners might be familiar with. And he's basically, he's an old head. He's been doing it since the 80s and 90s, and he was a producer, and he basically went into detail about how music is so accessible now. There's just constant, I think he said something crazy like there's 100,000 songs a year coming out or something on Spotify. And it's like, and so many people, especially young people now, their whole music taste is just dictated by an algorithm, just by what they're shown and what they're told to listen to. Whereas if you go to a live show, you've got that community, you've got these people putting their hearts on display, like really fucking, sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear, really going for it.
You can say whatever the fuck you want to say, okay?
Fuck ass shit, cock and balls.
Let's fucking go. And people really fucking going for it, and people like losing their minds, like slamming into each other, and then they'll, make so many good friends of it, make so many fond memories. And when you meet people in real life and they have music suggestions for you, you build an association for that band with that person and with that relationship you have with other people, and that's just unbeatable. You can't find that off of just the slop that you get shown otherwise. So I don't think live music's ever going anywhere. I don't think the experience of live music is ever going to be replaced. And I mean, for our own personal shows, I can only say for myself, but we try and treat it as like a performance, like a kind of like, it has parts, and it has like, we try and do a lot of silly little gimmicky things like Beer Bong Song that you just played. We throw beer bongs out into the crowd and have people try and finish it during the solo. And we've got things like, we've got other stuff like Carolina Reaper, which just came out, had the biggest circle pit that we've ever had at Bloodstock. It was absolutely crazy. People just ravenously flinging each other around for like the whole shirt set. It's just such good fun. And that's what we're trying to do really, is just facilitate a good time, as Ben always says at our shows.
It's a mix, we always say, because of the we always say in interviews and stuff, the whole reason the band was formed was because of like the 2019 elections in England, how we were really pissed off that the Conservatives were won again. This time we now have Labour in, who are like the more democratic, not really. But they're better than Tory, that's for sure. So that kind of, it evolved from that, and it was a lot of rage that we had. And in our shows, we often try and tread the line between making sure people have a good time and have fun, whilst also touching on serious topics as well. So we do a lot of songs like Poo on the Job, for example, which is, or Company Time as it's called, where we tell people to have a shit on the job. Because at the end of the day, like, it's a funny song and it's about pooing on the job, but the underlying message there is that, you're more than an asset. You're being taken advantage by these multi-billion corporations who are making massive profits and you're making pittance, kind of thing. Yep. So it's the balance of like having fun. And to go back to your question, at Bloodstock, like everyone got that, everyone was so in that, like people were having fun, people were banging their heads to the more serious moments. So it's always about the balance for us, and we love that. We love treading that line.
It's a rush when you see your audience react the way they do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Nothing like it.
Yeah. I always say that the energy that starts on the stage goes to the audience, which kind of like magnifies and comes back to the stage. So
you bounce off each other, right?
You see what I'm saying, is that you're producing energy to them and they're bringing it back to you tenfold, which again increases your energy and productivity or performance, or however you want to say it, on stage. It just amplifies it to a point where it goes back to what I said. When you get done, you're walking out that stage going, oh, fuck, man, this was phenomenal. And, it was just phenomenal. And that's the greatest thing. So, and I'm going to throw another track, which is called Beans by Chub.
They bugging, bro. Why, bro? She made fucking beans. What the fuck?
This is for the Tom, Dick, and Harry. This is for the long leg, sorry. In the crowd drum, we in the crowd drum. To the rich, we bite our thumbs. Here's a song for the girls and lads. Here's a song for the young and mad. In the crowd drum, in the crowd drum. Here's a song for my mom and dad. Cause we work so until the job gets done. Yeah, we work so hard and don't have any fun. Yeah, we work so hard until the job is done, yeah! Obliterate the oligarchs. This is where we leave our mark. Not just for Uncle Sam, but for the working man. Take back the land they break. Obelisk the corporate shape, yeah. In the crowd drum, in the crowd drum. And now there's no escape. Cause we work so hard until the job gets done. Yeah, we work so hard and don't have any fun. Yeah, we work so hard until the job gets done, yeah! Hear it getting louder, that's the Duke clock counting down. Footsteps on the concrete, so they could burn it all down. See the embers flying, you brought this on yourselves. Carers, teach nurses, we're the ones who run this town. Yeah! Work so hard until the job gets done. Yeah, we work so hard until the job gets done. Yeah, we work so hard and don't have any fun. Yeah, we work so hard until the job gets done. Yeah, we work so fucking hard until it's done. Yeah, you work so fucking hard until it's done. Yes, you work so fucking hard until it's done. Yeah, we work so fucking hard until it's done. Because we in the crowd drum, in the crowd drum, in the crowd drum, bang.
I like your tunes too. I like them. Hey, so you touched on it just a little bit. You said your latest single is Carolina Reaper. The thing that I chuckled about is that it draws inspiration from the world's hottest chili pepper, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
So give us the insight behind that, and then also, the track, the music video, that was like fucking awesome, dude. So give us a little bit of that.
Yeah, so basically our guitarist Greg is a chili connoisseur, or like a connoisseur of hot stuff in general. Maybe not so much anymore, but definitely like at least a few years ago, like would himself love to do like chili challenges, especially when we were younger, like seeing what's like the hottest thing you can eat. And there are a couple of videos floating around on the internet when we were a bit younger, when he did that kind of challenge. So he's always been really into hot stuff, and he was just like, hey, how about we make a song about the world's hottest pepper? And because we come from like, all of us come from like metal-y sort of backgrounds. We all love metal. Like the lyrics are very like, it's about the Reaper and it's about death and stuff. And no, we're actually just talking about chili. And for the actual music video, he was actually just like, it's about a Carolina Reaper pepper. We got to eat Carolina Reapers on camera. And at first, all of us were like, hell no, I don't want to do that, no way. And then eventually we were like, actually, that would make for a good music video. It would be fun. We just got to prepare ourselves. And oh baby, was it hot?
Yeah.
My God.
I think initially
Yeah.
we wanted to just plonk a camera down and play the song in a rehearsal room and just have us just do the song and die. But then we were like, yeah, well, this song deserves a bit more than that. So we got our pal Ellen to do an amazing job of like proper professionally recording all of it. Did it all down our favorite studio in Brighton Electric, and got some friends in from bands Crow God and Girth as well to dress as chilies and milk and dance around and go mental. And in the end, the boys, because unfortunately I couldn't eat one because I've got stomach problems and it may have caused my early death. So I decided to be an evil chef instead. And the rest of the boys ended up eating nearly 2 of the peppers. So after suffering through the pain and the bowel destruction of the first one, they decided to do it again because they still didn't have enough footage. And that's really suffering for your art, man.
Oh mate, the second time round's like, the first one was the one we've got the video, we've got behind the scenes video on YouTube. You can watch that now, or after this podcast, of us, just eating a whole one, sitting at the table, and then just like it's like 10 minutes of us just dying, and then eventually it wears off. After like 20 minutes or so, we're like, okay, we're back to baseline, and there's still like loads of shots that we have to record. So it's like, oh man, we got to get that kick back. So we did another like half each, and that brought it back, and we were all just like, recording us like singing with microphones and stuff, and I'm just like, just crying. It's hot. It was bad, but I don't regret it. It was really fun, and everyone had an amazing time, and it looks great. So yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, my wife, she can't cook either. My house, we pray after we eat.
Well, I always admit, because I'm always truthful, I haven't seen it, but I'm going to. Definitely after we get done, Doc's going to look it up, and I love shit like that. I think like that, stuff like that puts, it puts a lot of bands apart from others as far as putting something out there that's artistic, unique, and good and fun, and people take shit away from it. It's a good thing, guys. So I can't wait. So listeners, you better go fucking look at it too, because you know what? It's going to be phenomenal. I can just tell. I really can. So with plans for future singles and videos and tours in 2025, what are you most excited about? And what can your fans expect from your upcoming projects?
Yeah, so we've got a bunch of stuff on the go. We've got one more single and one more video to come out this year. Ooh, sneaky. We're super psyched for that. We're recording the video in a couple weeks. And we're doing that all ourselves because our bassist Zach is a full-time video editor and videographer. He has his own YouTube channel with his partner Mead and Metal. There he does gig vlogs and whatnot, and he's got our whole Bloodstock Metal to the Masses, winning that, going and playing Bloodstock journey on there. So definitely recommend checking that out. He's going to be doing the video for us. That's going to be real fun. And then we're recording a couple more singles with our buddy Jasper, who we mentioned earlier. They're going to be out early next year. And then as well as that, doing a little tour of the Midlands and north of the UK. So yeah, we're getting about. We're going back to Rebellion, which is going to be amazing on a main stage this time. The tour last year, or that we did last month, was absolutely amazing. Still haven't forgotten about it. Still like buzzing from that. Met so many cool people. We had people coming from hours and hours away just to see us, which was so humbling and so cool. And we just can't wait to get at it again, to be honest. Like, we all wish we were back on tour and we could do it again, but we're all a bunch of punks with no money. We all got 9-to-5s and we got to feed ourselves and our family. So we got to wait for holidays to reset, unfortunately, before we can go and do more stuff. But yeah,
we're definitely one of the things I think is a huge goal for us eventually, which will happen. It's just when is playing more festivals for sure. I mean, as soon as we played Bloodstock and then obviously Rebellion the year before, I got my fix and I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to play to big crowds in festivals and go just have a bunch of fun. So that's a huge goal, to play more UK festivals in the future, and then further afield, going to Europe, even potentially doing a tour in America at some point would be phenomenal. So we're
definitely, dude. That would be, and I think you'd be really appreciated and welcomed, here in the U.S. I really do, guys.
Oh yeah, we can't wait, man.
Yeah, I see it happening, and I do this only. I don't do it every band, but I do it. I do see the premonition from the doctor, so put that in your books. That that good things are going to happen for you guys. Probably the last 6 months, talking and interviewing with artists, that I see a trend of some really good independent labels hooking onto the artists and saying, "You have 100% creativity now."
Oh yeah, dude. That's what's needed.
You know what I'm saying? Does it happen very often? Fuck no. They want everything. They want to control you. They want to change you. Take your music sometimes. But I see things happening for you guys. And again, it goes back to my evolution of things. It's time for your music to come back out instead of being kind of layered down, I believe. Not in a bad way, but it's not predominant like it used to be. I remember our first gig, we were a house band, and we were right into the punk scene. And I remember them jumping up and down and spitting on us and throwing shit on us and knocking all over. And I mean, it was great, and I've been ever since, and I do see that, guys. I do see that. And when I do see it, you're welcome. And I'm going to spin one more on the turntable for you guys. Phenomenal track from Chub, which is Quit.
He's a stupid guy from
Great track, guys.
Nice.
Nice track, guys. Nice. So, You touched on it a little bit earlier, so tell the listeners where they can go and find your music, your merchandise, any gigs coming up, your videos, and if you can, kind of like an idea of any upcoming releases, and et cetera, and et cetera, and et cetera.
Cool. Yeah, so all of our socials are basically Chub the Band on Instagram, on Facebook. You can find us at Chub the Band on YouTube as well, where you can see the music videos and the behind the scenes stuff. Please do subscribe to Meat and Metal, which is Zach and Claire's channel as well. Zach, our bassist, Claire, partner. They do a lot of behind the scenes stuff for Chub, as well as doing their main thing, which is festival vlogs. And a lot of us are on there. So that's just the best way to get behind the scenes if you want to get to know us. And then in terms of gigs, we've got a couple of gigs. We've got 2 more left for the end of the year. And then past that, like Kyle said, for next year, we've got a tour in the Midlands and up north, which we're in the process of planning right now. We've had a lot of interest from people online and who have come up to us and said, please come up to the north. So we are doing that, and Rebellion Fest, which is up north in Blackpool as well. And aside from that, our next singles that are coming out, to give you an idea. We've been doing a lot of redoing our songs recently. So, like I mentioned before with the album that we released previously, we weren't massively happy with the production on that. It was still a work in progress. Now that we're better musicians, better at conveying what we want for music, we're sort of redoing a few tracks. So on the album, we had a song called Microwave Dave. That is being redone now with the shiny new vocals and everything, all the bells and whistles. We've also got our Beams we're redoing, and then 2 new tracks as well. Chub, which is just a song about us saying what we're going to do, which is we're here to fuck you up and have a good time.
I love it.
And I think the next one after that is the newest one would be
Second
Shalanus
Class.
Cube. Oh, Second Class.
Yeah.
Which is another redo of Second Class, which was on the album previously as well. So a lot of redoing professionally some of our old songs and some new ones in the works as well.
Well, that's great. I love the old ones, but I'll be really excited to hear the re-releases of them. The remastered, reproduced.
Yeah, reproduced. They're
whatever.
like, I think our previous album was a bit of a demo sort of thing. There were quite old recordings of us and everything like that.
We did it all DIY, didn't we? It was all.
We all did it DIY, baby.
in our living room, kind of over COVID, and like on MIDI drums. I recorded with my electric kit, and we tried to throw it together ourselves with Zach's dad, who is a folk musician, so not quite the same skill set. Even though, working with him so closely on all of it was such a good learning experience. At the end of the day, like trying to convert what he's doing with just a guitar and his voice to what we want to do, which is like a full spread, really big sounding thing. That's Quit and Carolina Reaper and Beer Bong all sound absolutely huge. So we can't wait for everybody to hear the true vision of the tracks.
So get excited for more songs about alcohol, more songs about politics and being left wing, and more songs about Dungeons and Dragons, weirdly, as well.
Well, keep that Sid Vicious going, that attitude, and keep that up, and it's going to be phenomenal. So there you go, guys. You know where to find Chub and their phenomenal music, guys. I mean, phenomenal. So go fucking look them up, guys. They're a great band and great music.
This girl was fat and ugly. Ooh, was she ugly?
Ugly.
How ugly? I took her to the beach. They asked me what I used for bait. Shit, you kidding? And when I took her home, my mother put newspapers on the floor. I mean, ugly. I gave her a hickey. I got fur in my mouth.
So the doc wants to say thank you to Kyle and Vin from Chub for joining him in the Dawg House, man. It's been great, and it's truly been a pleasure, guys. So thank you very much.
Hell yeah.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much, man. It's been good fun.
You're
really
welcome,
appreciate
guys.
it.
No, you know what? And I wish you all the best, guys. I think it's going to happen for you. So the doc wants to also give out a big thanks and shout out to MD Pod Hub, Magpie Sally, my mom. Fuck you.
Hey, it's your mom. I need you to call me back. I dropped my dentures in the gutter again.
Matt R. and Dog Bones Studio. And the dog will be back next week. And in the meantime, guys, be kind to one another. And always keep on rocking. From the Dawg House, Doc and Chub, we're out. Later.
Oh, peace.
MD Pod presented Dawg House.